Launch quickness is the time between your decision to launch and the actual launch of your bat, okay? So I'm gonna simplify this for you so that way you understand why it's so important. So that way you can understand this in your training. It's only gonna help you learn HLP as you progress through this stuff. So if I understand launch quickness and I know that the time between my decision to launch and the actual launch of my bat, that timing window matters a great amount, then everything in my training will be based off in improving launch quickness, which is very, very important. It teaches you a whole new clock for you to operate by, a whole new timing window for you to operate by in the game. Now, let's look at the swing a different way, like a different lens, right? A different worldview of the swing. If my view of the swing is to just hit the ball as hard and as far as possible, everything in my training economy is gonna be dictated by that goal. I'm going to be thinking that that is my window. That's the timing window that I operate by. Exit velo, bat speed, and distance, okay? Now here's the problem with that. Everything that you do in order to chase and increase bat speed and exit velo and distance is not going to be extremely conducive to decreasing the amount of time between your decision to launch and the actual launch of your swing. So that's why all these constraint drills may not make a bunch of sense to you if your main goals are exit velo, batted ball distance, home runs, right? Contact out front. These drills then that you see, these constraint drills that isolate specific segments of the swing, like the hand pivot or the rear leg, those drills to you just seem like really weird. But when you start to understand what launch quickness actually is and how to create more time for yourself, those drills begin to make a ton of sense. So I'm gonna break some of that down for you right now. So when you see our hitters or you see us talking about snap stops and turning the barrel behind us and being rear-legged, all of that, the entire HLP swing is designed so that way you actually learn how to buy yourself more time. So that way you can make better decisions, increase your efficiency, and have more batted ball contact. What most people don't understand is that they just see these drills, they see the barrel going down our back, they see the tilts, they see the rear-leggedness, and they just assume our only goal is to hit the ball in the air and to launch angle and home runs and things like that. That's not our goal at all. I never sit back here when I'm talking to my players and be like, home run, home run, home run, launch angle, launch angle, launch angle. I don't cue any of those things, and I also never cue to swing up. We actually thoroughly believe in swinging down. Instead of swinging down here, we just swing down our backs here, literally. So it's like the hand pivot is swinging down and running into the ball right in there. So I'm just gaining speed back here for my barrel to run into this ball. And I also have way more, room for air because of that adjustability factor. Now that's kind of beside the point. But my key to understanding launch quickness is realizing that I have to be able to make a decision right around ball release. So everybody makes the decision right around the same time. The ball leaves his hands, wherever that arm slot is, doesn't really matter. Depending on how hard he throws, you only have so many feet that the ball will leave his hand for you to make a good decision and actually get your swing off. Guys who throw extremely hard, the science is out there. You could literally blink and miss the entire pitch. That's how fast the ball comes across the plate now. So knowing that, okay, I'm basically putting together this picture in my mind off of all the thousands of throwers that I've seen in my past, all these thousands of baseballs that I've seen from righties and lefties. My mind is constructing this picture as I make my decision, because nobody actually tracks the ball all the way to their barrel when somebody's throwing 100 miles an hour. It's just your eyes can't move that fast. Okay, like I said, the science is out there. You can look this stuff up. So I have to be able to make a quality decision based off the speed of the pitch and the location of the pitch right after the ball leaves his hands. If I then choose that in my swing, my technique, I have to lunge forward, get this front foot down, create some type of a forward move, shift my weight into the front side, decel my front side to slow my rotation down, slot my elbow, and then push across the zone like this in order to hit it really hard or hit it well, that is a lot of steps that takes away how much time I have to actually decide, okay? Why is that? Because here I am right in here, pitch release happens, I make my decision to swing. Well, now I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, and then I have to go like that in order to swing. With HLP, the difference is I have the ability to swing right when I start. Is it gonna be my most powerful swing before he actually releases the ball? No, but I feel like I can actually swing pretty hard from right there. I feel like I can make good contact. So if he quick pitch me, I have the ability to still swing. Do you have the ability to still swing if you start here, but you have to go like this in order to swing? Probably not, right? So now I actually have the ability to swing when the other guy does it. On top of that, I'm ready to swing right around pitch release. So I can just hurry up and get ready, and I have the ability to swing right there. Meaning, When he gets to pitch release, I have the ability to launch the barrel rearward and have my leg take this barrel for a ride and be on plane with this pitch. So I cut down how many steps it takes for me to swing, okay? Now me, the player I am, HLP, and the other player that I demonstrated with the push across his body, we make the decisions at the same time. But if he has to do X, Y, Z in his swing in order to be on plane with this ball and hit it really hard, but I only have to make my decision and then immediately my barrel starts to get into the zone, I have the ability to launch. Who has better launch quickness? I do, because the time between my decision to swing and my actual launch of the barrel is drastically shorter than his. When your launch quickness is extended, drastically long because you have to do all this other stuff in your swing, that's where you lose. And it's not about exit velo, batted ball distance, home runs, doubles and bombs. Like, yes, we know that's what people get paid for, and I'm not saying anything against it, but that's not what the technique's about. The technique's about efficiency. And when you watch the best players in the world, you see that, unless you just choose not to because you're so biased on, you know, this one way of thinking that's been around forever and you just don't like the idea of it, then you'll never see it. Even if I show you a side-by-side video of players doing the same thing as like Barry Bonds and Aaron Judge and all these guys who are like the best in the world at the moment of this, you know, video, it's like you still won't see it because you choose not to. But if you see it and you're open to it, then you realize it. All right, so I hope this video helped you guys understand what launch quickness is, why it's so important, why we teach it, why we preach it. If you're interested in learning more, we have a link in the description. Thanks for watching.